I genuinely have not filmed a YouTube video in so long. I'll see if my phone storage even allows me to make this video because I literally have the worst storage in the world. But anyways, if you're new here, you can maybe subscribe. I don't know. I'll try and post. We'll see. The odds are really not in anyone's favor. You can follow me on TikTok. I post way more on there. It's like Edda's Eyes or something like that. I finally caved and got the basic canvas palette. Woo! These shimmers look so freaking good. I do have the James Charles original Morphe palette. This is one of the first palettes I ever got. Somebody actually gave this to me when I was in like 6th grade or something like that. So let me tell you something. I loved the mattes, clearly, as you can tell. I do love this palette. My one thought on this, I wish the shimmers were more creamy. So they're pretty and they're really pigmented, but they're not that pigmented compared to other palettes I've used. Like, for example, this is the Mikayla X Glamlite palette, and this is like literally a very similar shade to the Morphe one, and this is just 10 times more pigmented, more buttery, and it's literally the same exact shade. It's got more blue tones, it's more purple, it's just all over better. So going into the painted palette, I expect the shimmers to be buttery, and if they're not buttery, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Just saying that right off the bat. This is without me trying the formula at all yet. They need to be buttery and they need to be pigmented. I know everybody loves this palette for this shade here. I don't know what the shade's called. Is it Ring Light or something like that? I love this palette for this shade. Those two, gorgeous. Hold on. Look at that. Now that's still gorgeous shade. And these two are still really pretty. Definitely the best shimmers in the James Charles original palette, but they're missing that buttery factor. So I'm gonna see if the painted palette has anything similar to these, because I think that's what people are most likely gonna want to see. Honestly, the real reason I bought this is because I wanted to see how good the shimmers are. That's what's important to me. So let's get into it. It did take a while to get here. It took like 13 days to get here. You think whatever you think. I think that's kind of a while. I did order it like right when James Charles was in Ireland. So it cost me around like 48 euro, which is not too bad for a palette because the Mikayla X Glamlite palette was like 50 something. So 48, not too bad, I think, for this many shimmers and like this quality of a product as well. I love the packaging. I think it's really cute, super sleek, and I like that it's very different from his past products. It's just very, I don't know, I think it's very nice. So this is what the back looks like, very cute. Okay, and then here's the palette itself. It is really cool. The texture is really interesting, and I just think this is super cute. And then the back is really cute too, and it literally just feels like a canvas. I'm thinking you probably can't clean it, but I don't really care. You should see some of the palettes I have. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I love that it has a massive mirror right off the bat. That's so pretty. And then the color layout is gorgeous as well. I know that you can move a few things around, so I kind of want to move a few things around as well and see like how that looks, because I feel like I can make it a little prettier to my mind, but I love that you can do that. Like, that is so freaking cool. These shimmers look so freaking good. I don't know where to start. I'm gonna actually start by peeling off the little mirror sticker. Oh, that's so satisfying. I love the painted logo as well, right there. That's really cool. Okay, we have to start. I'm gonna start with Finnegan. I'm scared. Okay. Yes, it is buttery. Okay, I love this. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, I think this is gonna be very similar to, I think it's called Ring Light. Let me just swatch that for you guys can tell. So it's not supposed to be a dupe, but it's supposed to be better, which I think it will be better in my opinion. Okay, look at that. Yeah, that's really pretty. See how much more blinding this one is? Now they're both blinding, but this one's just out of this world. And then let's check the other one, that big shimmer as well, in the James Charles original palette. So those two are more similar. I feel like this is a mix of these two from the original James Charles palette. Yeah, that's kind of all the comparison I wanted to do between the two palettes, because they're both very different products with different manufacturers and, you know, different formulas and stuff. So this is definitely an upgrade. If you have the James Charles palette, this is definitely going to be like 10 times better. Let's test out Gold Coast, Movie Night, and Soul. I don't see myself using Movie Night or Soul, but that's okay. I just never really have a, well, that looks so pretty though. But I don't usually have a need for like darker colors like that. So these two I don't see myself using very much, but that gold is freaking gorgeous. Look at the way that they reflect the light. It's insane. Let's try the next three shimmers here. They're like very pinky shimmers. I do like the layout of his original layout because I like how the pinks are all in the same row, but I kind of like the idea of shimmers being all, what? Oh, I need to use that today. Like I need to use that like right now. What? Okay. This one's not very like sparkly. It's more like a shimmer. This is like sparkle, which I love, and that's very like in between sparkle and shimmery, if that makes sense. Oh, now I'm so excited to try these. Oh my gosh. I'm not about to swatch the whole palette. I'm just gonna swatch a few shades that I think are like key shades in the palette. So I'm gonna do all the shimmers and then a few key mattes. I have to start with this black. Okay, this is the shade Theodore. Black is very, everybody just wants to know. Oh, okay. The shimmer's already because I have shimmers on my hand, so just ignore that. But isn't that crazy how much the sparkles are already like, they're just there, you know what I mean? Okay, then we've got Gampy. I'm gonna do a bit of Vintage and Oak. I don't really care about the swatches on my hands. I wanna see how they perform on my eyes. Okay, let's just play around with it. Okay, I'm going in with a bit of eye tape, and then I'm going in with the P. Louise eye base. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Lava Cake before we start, and I'm gonna put this in my brows. I loved the James Charles palette because I loved one of the brown shades for my brows. I don't know why, but I just love to put an eyeshadow through my brows. I feel like somehow it ties it into the eyeshadow. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the shade Sugar. Just this little shade here. That's very brightening already. Do you see what it's done to my inner corner? I love that. Okay, already seeing results, and this is just shade 1. Not sponsored. I'm not even close to getting any kind of sponsorship from him. This is literally my first time posting about this, so if I have a complaint, I will let you guys know. I genuinely don't care. I will complain if I feel like there's something to complain about. So far though, so good. Only one product in. I'm gonna go in with the shade Cookie Dough now. I feel like this palette has literally every shade you need to create like a very nice, simple makeup look for 2024. I can already tell I'm gonna be in love with this shade. It's a very cool tone, neutral brown, perfect for everyday wear. I love that. You can do everyday wear, you can do something super simple, and you can also make a full-on cut crease if you want to. Today I'm thinking of going a bit dramatic, and I want to do browns with pink in there. I think that looks so cute. With the shade Oak next, and I'm just literally putting those in the same exact areas. They build very nicely and they blend really effortlessly. Like I barely even did any blending there, and it's already blending out gorgeously. So I really like that. They're not super pigmented off the bat, but I think that's so you can build up the colors. Nobody really wants extreme pigment from a matte first off because you don't get a good blend that way. I'm gonna go in with a small brush and go in with the shade Daisy. This is like orange here. I want a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna go in with the shade Treehouse, the shade here. And you know the drill. I don't need to tell you how to do eyeshadow. If I do, let me know and I can do that. Oh, I love this shade. That's so pretty. It looks so like effortless. I want to try the Create paints so bad, but that's not gonna be happening for a while. I also really want to try the blushes. I'm just obsessed with his marketing right now. It's so good. I love marketing and I love social media. I love all of it. And I love makeup. So seeing two combined, seeing really good marketing and then obviously cool makeup products, I'm just like literally so in love with everything right now. I need it all. I need it all right now. Like I could genuinely just pop a lash on and it would be gorgeous. I'm not gonna do that though. Let's go with the shade Lava Cake. And I'm gonna smoke that into the outer corner. I actually genuinely think this would be a stunning bridal palette just with the tops. But then you could use the pinks as well in bridal makeup because pinks are really good on blue eyes. A lot of blue-eyed girls love a nice pink brown eye. I'm gonna go in with a bit of the black and I want to just add it right here and kind of give it a little smoking up into the eyes. I'm gonna be so honest with how I'm kind of feeling right now. I don't know if I'm obsessed with the black. It's just, I don't know why. I don't know what it's missing. It's kind of hard to build up into a true black. It's almost like a washed out black, if that makes sense. And that's with me like patting it in and everything. So it's kind of like a gray black. I'm not feeling it as like the best black eyeshadow. I feel like it's also kind of hard for the black. I don't know if you can see, but it looks a bit patchy there and a little bit patchy there. For the black to like cling to one specific area without getting like dust away. I don't know how common that is with other palettes, but it still looks pretty. That is like one little comment I have. Okay, I'm going in with the shade Cloud 9 on just a flat brush with no setting spray, literally nothing. And we're just gonna put it on, see how it goes. Oh, that's so pretty. That's gorgeous, but I want a little bit more pink, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Champs and just layer that on top. Love that shade, that's pretty. This has nothing to do with James Charles palette, but I wish a palette would come with some like foldable stand so you could just take it out the back and just like lean it back. And then like, cause these mirrors are so nice, but then they get so heavy and then your arms are sore. But if we had like a little stand that we could just lay it back on and we could dip from our palette, look at the mirror, that would be so cool. And someone make that. That shade Freckled is exactly what I needed in this makeup look. Oh my gosh, the shade Cloud 9 in the inner corner is gorgeous. And on the nose too. I have to try a bit of Finnegan on the nose as well because I just think everyone needs to see. I genuinely could not be bothered to put lashes on, so I'm not doing that. But this eyeshadow look is stunning. I'm so impressed with the shimmer. It's everything I wanted it to be. It's so sparkly. I do want to try one of the shades as a blush. I think I'm gonna try the shade Vintage. And I think this is really cool because you can actually take the shade out of the palette and put your brush in it instead of putting your brush in the palette. And then possibly getting some of the other shades on your brush. These literally make perfect blushes. It blends out so buttery smooth. It's insane. I actually love this as a blush. This is stunning. Now, because I have to, I also am going to go in with a tiny bit of Cloud 9. Does that look like a tiny bit? And I'm just gonna dust that on just a bit because it's too pretty not to. I couldn't help it. I had to add lashes. This is the finished makeup look from the Basic Canvas palette by Painted. I'm absolutely obsessed. I can't wait to make more makeup looks with these. I will make more and I will post them on TikTok. So if you guys want to see that, follow me on TikTok at Edda's Eyes and you'll see more content from me. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Love you.